Welcome everybody. I have a trivia question to start this CIRF report. What do you call the word in psychology where you are having to pick one side or the other? Like you're ingrained in choosing one side and you're pitching negative views onto the other side just to justify your stance. What do you call that? The answer is actually going to be at the end because it has very much to do with the astrological layout. Here's the dream bot. We're going to start with the dreams, and we have a lot of red words is appropriate in red because it's all about kind of directing Saturn energy unbalanced to the negative side. We have leaving, police, tall, directing, general. It's kind of like, hey, you do this. And incidentally, this is not going to show up in the astrology because it's happening right now, or it just got done moon square Saturn. And so this dreambot really makes sense because it was pulled at about the same time that square went exact. So the next time Saturn is going aspecting something, it's going to be a conjunction with the moon, and it's Friday. So, you know, we might see some of more of this material, kind of like, hey, you do this kind of stuff in the collective unconscious on Friday, this week, Friday. All right. And then we have the blue arrows, mark, assignment, press. This is remember Mercury and the communication. We're going to see a little bit of Mercury here. And then we have fun and games still. We have mix, joint, plush, gaming, and weed. So keep all those in mind. And the fun starts on Monday. And the fun ends on Monday. These are your main two aspects. We have the first, the moon making a trine with Mercury. There's the Mercury. So communication's much easier. Relationships are easier. Seeing things clearly. You know, your rational, intuitive side are much more balanced. Socializing becomes important. Just in general, communication is easier. Now that starts early in the morning. So you're going to wake up with this easy communication, hopefully. And look at this. At about the same time, sextile to Venus. So in the morning in particular, you're going to have a great time socializing with friends, family, your partner. You might even host a celebration if you can. Your social charm goes up, communicate. Just everything is smooth. All right. And so what do we have here? We have harmony for a day. And what you're going to see in the next Tuesday, in the next slide, Tuesday is not this harmonious, but harmony for a day, because communication is important and relationships improve. Let's look at Monday one more time. And we're seeing Mercury in Sidereal Aquarius, moon in Sidereal Libra. That's a lot of air. And so remember that this is harmonizing. The both of those signs are harmonizing. So let's go into Tuesday, the 26th. And you can see the red now. And the moon starts with a square to the sun, and then later on a square to Neptune. So this is probably also having to do with the dreambot showing up with kind of directing energy and kind of a negative unbalanced, slanted to the negative. And that's the moon square sun. So relationship tension, potentially annoyances. If you had an annoyance, that's going to get worse, or it's going to become very much conscious. Irrational behavior. I'm expecting a lot more check-ins at the psychiatric hospital because of this. I'd be just very interested to see whether or not that manifests on that energy. And then the day after that, particularly. All right. And then you also have the moon as it progresses a little bit further, a square to Neptune. So strange feelings. We had this about a month ago, strange feelings, questioning reality, emotionally sensitive, and, you know, dreams. I wouldn't put a whole lot of heed into precognition in this case. they're just going to be squirrely. Psychic energy is not all that accurate and that sort of thing. So that's all about the red arrows in the DreamBot. And so this is what it looks like. Ascend to safety. Let's go back and let's look at where all these planets are. We're looking at the solution in Sidereal to be right here with this group. And we can add in the moon because pretty much that whole time is in Sidereal Libra. But this little pack here, they're all in Aquarius. So the answer is to ascend into the air sign, be the air signs. It's all, we talked about it earlier. Stay harmonizing. We're going to get into the trivia question based on the next slide. This is going to be the intervention for tomorrow, Monday, because it's going to be appropriate for both days, staying in the air signs. So savoring the abstract, logically reason and analyze, remaining perceptive and alert, and even go on an adventure, particularly the Libras, adventurous, even the Aquarius, adventurous. Now, the answer to the trivia question, remember the question was, what do you call it when you have to pick a side? We have a hard time as human beings to see both sides. Well, the air signs, Libra, the harmonizing signs, have a better ability to not get caught in cognitive dissonance. That's what the answer to the trivia question is. When we are pitched two different opposing ideas, we tend to have to choose one or the other. We can't appreciate both of them. Well, the air signs have a better chance at not getting caught in the cognitive dissonance. Start to notice, so particularly on Tuesday, if you get caught in cognitive dissonance and not able to see other people's viewpoints and having to justify something, that's typically a cognitive dissonance situation. The other option is when you see this conflict, is we tend to get aloof and or distant. You're going to see this in Aquarius quite a bit. When things get tense, such as what we're going to see on Tuesday, Aquariuses typically have a great time of, for some reason, of becoming really aloof and just kind of go in their hole or get distant with problems. And that's not what we want. We want to be engaged, but we want to be able to see both sides. And we definitely want to harmonize on Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so that's both Monday and Tuesday. But on Tuesday on Intervention, another podcast is going to drop. And this one you don't want to miss. This is a producer, Bill Bennett from Australia. And he had a really crazy experience with his intuition, which guided him into making a new kind of movie. And so we talk about intuition as a personal guidance system. And if you think that, like I did, like, okay, intuition, yeah, there's not much to talk about. We talked for a full hour, and it's very meaty information. It's how to benefit from the personal guidance system, how to beef up your intuition, and how to practice that, and how to analyze it, and how to appreciate it. So please don't miss that one. It's very essential for your road to inner peace. Okay. And that'll be on Intervention. All right. I think that's it. But hopefully everyone had a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being here. Take care.